Wednesday against Rotherham preview, but before that, some important news. Some good news. Now you may remember a bit of a bizarre incident against Wigan when a cat ran on the pitch. Dogs had... some old fella's sneaked his dog in. Cat. Just very random. It looked terrified and all, didn't it? Well, the cat in question was called Topsy. And thanks to being microchipped, get your animals chipped. Thanks to being microchipped, Topsy has been reunited with the owner. Been missing since June, from 2.5 miles away at Worrell, presumed dead. What a result for that family to get their little pet back. Been in the wars, looks like it might have been attacked by something else. Been in, had some x-rays, had a bit of an operation, and at the minute is at home, being fussed and cuddled by the family. So that is a great, happy news story. Especially in a week when there's been another cat football-related story with that Zoomer. That's shocking. Had his animals took off him by RSPCA, fined by his club. Not heard out about police investigation yet. Usually when you get your animals took off you, there's some sort of police involvement. Premier League, rich, do what you want. God, I'd chuck him in bloody tiger enclosure at Zoomy. In you go, son. Go on then, big man. Have a pop at them. Shithouse. Can't stand cruelty to animals, me. Anyway, Topsy, happy ending, reunited with her owner. Well done, I think it has to be said, to Jason Kerr, the Wigan player who rescued Topsy off the pitch there, so well done that man. Sheffield Wednesday against Rotherham in this huge local derby. Huge local derby? Who wrote this? You write this? Huge local derby, Rotherham. This is another game. Hang on, eh? Annual horse race for 3-year-olds run at Epsom Downs. Local derby sporting event between two teams from the same area. Well, but I mean, it's just another game with me. Right, fine. Sheffield Wednesday against Rotherham United in this huge local derby. Let's have a quick look at the Millers' form. Rotherham with that unbeaten run stretching back into January. Most recent results: beat Crewe 2-0 away from home, a game that were marred with a bit of fan trouble. Spanked Doncaster Rovers 5-0 away. Two really good away results there, 7 goals none conceded. Of late though, apparently not playing so well according to fans on Grumble or Grumble. A 1-0 win over Accrington Stanley at home, and then a 1-0 win away at Wimbledon. Decent form there, scoring goals, keeping clean sheets. Going to be a very tough game for Wednesday. We have had some good news though, that their lone striker, Will Grigg, he looks like he's going to be out, and the other kid is the left-sided player, that Mikael Miller. He looks like he's going to be out. On top of that, I need it confirming, but I think Richard Wood's out. I think he's suspended, ex-Wednesday lad. So they've got one or two little issues in their team with regards to selection. Their danger man, as ever, remains their centre forward. Big Michael Smith, obviously the striker, 30-year-old now, 6'2", big old-fashioned centre forward, but he knows where the net is. 32 games this season, 17 goals, double what any Wednesday strikers managed to get, and 6 assists. Partner him up front, well, Grigg's out, so it looks like it'll be that Freddie Ladapo or the other lad Coyote, who a lot of folks have heard on radio mumping about, but they will stick with their 3-5-2. John Mattick has been playing left-sided centre-half. Maybe that's something Wednesday can look at getting at with Mendes Lang coming in from that side. The battle I'm interested to see is actually the one on the left-hand side, because you've got that lad Ogbene, and I really like him. His delivery's not always the best. We won't be playing in 3rd division if it were, would it? But I think that could be a really interesting battle on that side, him against Marvin Johnson. As for Wednesday, I think the question mark is going to be about up front. Obviously, Gregory's still out with his toes, and it's been a bit of a mix and match up there so far. There's been Sol, Canberra, Patterson's all played a part up there. Mendes Lang as well played up there. I think it's about finding that best blend. I mean, I like Canberra, I like Patterson. I said probably 2 months ago though, I'm old fashioned. I don't like two big lads up front. Maybe it just reminds me of Eustace playing Lee Chapman with Colin West, you know. You can negate the skills of one and everything that they bring by putting somebody in who's similar but perhaps not as good. So I don't like two big lads up there. I'd like to put a blend, so I'd have Canberra and So, or Patterson and So, or Patterson and Mendes Lang, Canberra and Mendes Lang. Mix it. Don't have two big lads. Not for me. I don't know vast amounts about Rotherham, just that it's a town down road and the team's currently top of the league. But what I do know is they've been playing a 3 at back as well, 3-5-2. And Wednesday's been playing a 3-5-2. And I've just got a feeling tomorrow it's going to be a complete matchup. Like if you put a mirror that way across the halfway line, you'd see it same in one half as you see in the other. Same if you put mirror down middle at pitch, you'll see it same on both halves. So lots of individual battles tomorrow, and I think that's what I miss about the old days. You know, when everyone played 4-4-2, just got them individual battles all over pitch. Now with all different formations, his players all have a fucking show, ain't they? And folks can drift off. Well, I'm not marking him. I'll fucking mark somebody else. But I think it's going to be a proper matchup tomorrow. 3-5-2, 3-5-2, and it will give us them little battles all over the pitch. Don't know too much about them, but by going by their injury news with Grigg and Miller, and with Wednesday's team as well, I think it might match up something like this. I think this will more or less be the Rotherham side, and Wednesday's side won't be too far away from this. The only question marks about up front. Who'll play on the right hand side? Will it be Hunt or Mendes Lang? Or will Mendes Lang be risked up front because he just gives us that bit more pace to give them something different to think about at the back? As I've already said, the battle I'm really interested in looking at is the one on the left-hand side, our left-hand side, of Benny against Johnson. That is two really quick players, both in decent form, on all that space to operate in. That has got the potential to be a really great one-to-one battle to watch. Like I said, I'm old-fashioned. I like it when teams play the same formation and you get them little battles and, oh, that's good, they're having a go at it. The other one to watch tomorrow is going to be Smith up front. Obviously, I've already looked at his record. He's 17 goals this season, 6'3", big handful. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Paul Warnes put Ladapo or the other young lad in, drifting out to the left-hand side towards Story and Smith going the other way. Good Story has so far showed himself to be a really strong aerial competitive player for Wednesday, and with that in mind I just think Smith's going to drift out to that other side, and I think he's going to be looking to attach himself to Palmer or Hutchinson, who will be giving away a bit physically. Equally, I think Ladapo or the other lad Coyote, young players, fast players who like the ball on the floor, I think they will be the ones who are drifting towards Story, who is decent on the ball, are very, very good in the air, but in terms of tackling on the floor, there has been one or two slips in his game where he's sold himself. So one against Wigan the other night. So I think that's what Rotherham will do, especially if they get the ball in the wide areas and are looking for that big cross round to the back stick where Smith can come in and get that aerial advantage over Palmer and Hutchinson. I'm 100% sure that's how they'll do it. Looking to get Ferguson down and get them crosses in, and Smith drifting off away from Story as far away as he can, then using his height advantage, 6'3", to get him round back in attack stuff. And it's one of the oldest tricks in booking it. Big centre forward, don't stay middle and get marked. Ball's on that wing, get onto the wing, coming round full back. He's only 5'4". In we go. I'll be amazed if they don't do that. The interesting thing is there, can you cut it off at source? Ferguson will be bombing on down left-hand side. Two ways of looking at that. Do you put Jack Hunt in, more defensive-minded, keep an eye on him, stop him getting them crosses in? The more attacking way, would you put Mendes Lang out there and say, right, just get out there, attack him, and negate the threat by pulling him back with you? If he's having to track you back 30, 40 yards as you're attacking all the time, he's not at that end of pitch putting crosses in. So two ways of looking at dealing with that. So it could be Mendes Lang. That's another interesting one. Result, I don't know. I'd like another clean sheet. I think might be asking a bit much there. Perhaps with these, I think they are going to be a goal threat. I'd take any point really. I'd take any point at this stage. If we could get a win though, and Wickham lose, we could get into the top 6 for the first time, and that would really, I think, give everybody that huge boost. We're on this really good run, 4 clean sheets on the spin, although I think they might have got 5 or 6. But if we got it in a 5th one, a 5th clean sheet, and got up there into 6th position, I think that just gives everybody that massive boost and injection of self-belief and play it for me. I mean, can you imagine if you beat the top 2 games on the spin, kept keeping clean sheets? Utopia in terms of results over a 2-week window, that'd be. So, tough game, lots of little things to look out for, lots of interesting battles all over the pitch. Can't wait for the game, and just hope we can get a result. I still don't think it's a big derby game though, it's just a team who's top of the table.